Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Stevens. Today we are going to read the story, The Emperor and the Nightingale. As we are reading, if you see me on my screen writing something on the document, you are writing the same notes on your paper. These notes are going to help you with the plot map that is going to be a performance task tomorrow. So, Emperor and the Nightingale, this is a drama. So at the top, I'm writing drama. When we read dramas, we have a set of characters that have lines here. And dramas are separated by scenes and acts. Scene 1, a hallway in the Emperor's palace. Servant 1 and Servant 2 are talking as they walk past the Emperor's bedroom, where the Emperor is sitting. Servant 1. The Emperor has the most beautiful palace in all the world, does he not? What an honor it is to work in such a beautiful place. Servant 2. Yes, indeed. His palace was designed by the finest architects and built by master builders. Everything in it is magnificent. Servant 1. And do not forget the gardens. I am convinced that nowhere else on earth are there such glorious riots of color and fragrance. Servant 2. You are right. Truly, the Emperor has everything. Servant 1. Well, not everything. Servant 2. What does he not possess? Servant 1. He does not know about the nightingale in the forest. She sings so sweetly that she brings tears to your eyes and joy to your heart. Emperor, calling from his bedroom. Come into my bedroom immediately, servants. What is this nightingale you speak of? The servants enter the Emperor's bedroom. Servant 1. She is a bird in your Majesty's forest. Her song is very beautiful. Emperor. I would like to hear her sing. You must bring this nightingale to me. Now go. Okay, in scene 1, we have the setting. So scene 1 is going to be our exposition, which is the beginning of the story. In this beginning of the story, we have where, setting, and remember setting is where and when. This is where. Now for when, it doesn't tell us exactly when, it doesn't give us a day or a year. So for the when, we're thinking that this is probably in medieval or like in the past. Because there's an emperor, there are servants, there's a palace. So sometime in the past. Sometime in the past. Okay. Scene 2. The emperor's throne room. The emperor, dressed in lavish robes, sits on his throne. The chamberlain, holding the nightingale, approaches the throne and bows. Chamberlain. Your Majesty, it is my great honor to present you with the nightingale. Emperor, leaning forward eagerly. Let me see. Drawing back. Bah! Never have I seen such a drab little bird. How can such a plain-looking bird sing so beautifully? There must be a mistake. The nightingale begins to sing. After listening for a moment, the emperor wipes his eyes. Emperor, to the nightingale. I beg your pardon, little bird. Never have I heard such a beautiful song. I would love to enjoy your melody every day. Nightingale. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm happy my singing brings you pleasure. I will stay for as long as you desire me to. Continue singing for the emperor. Okay, so after the exposition, we're looking for the inciting incident. So I do believe, actually, that the inciting incident is over here, where he learns about the nightingale. This incites the conflict. Inciting incident. Because if he hadn't heard about this nightingale, then he wouldn't have asked to bring it to him, right? So make sure you're writing inciting incident. Okay. In scene 2, we are now in the rising action. So rising action begins. Do my little asterisk. So the Chamberlain bringing him the Nightingale, that's going to be part of the rising action. And then we're going to start reading scene 3. The Emperor's throne room. The Emperor sits on his throne listening to the Nightingale, who is on a perch nearby. Servant 2 announces the arrival of a craftsman who enters the throne room. Servant 2. Your Majesty, one of your subjects, a craftsman, has come bearing a gift for you. Emperor. Send him in. The craftsman enters. What do you have for me? Craftsman. Your Majesty, I bring you a jeweled mechanical nightingale. It is extremely beautiful, and it is designed to sing melodies as lovely as those of the real bird. I have heard how fond you are of the nightingale's song. The craftsman winds the mechanical nightingale, and it sings. Emperor. Indeed, this mechanical bird sings just as wonderfully, and is far more attractive than that unsightly bird I have. I thank you for this gift. The servants attend the Emperor as he listens again and again to the song of the mechanical nightingale. The Emperor falls asleep listening to the mechanical nightingale song, and the nightingale flies out an open window. Okay, so this is still all rising action. Scene 4, the Emperor's bedroom. The Emperor lies in bed. The mechanical nightingale is on a table at the foot of his bed. The Chamberlain stands near the table. Emperor, in a rasping voice. It is no use. The doctors cannot cure my sickness. He gestures toward the mechanical nightingale. I would like to hear the nightingale sing again. Chamberlain. But your Majesty, you know what the court jeweler said. After the mechanical nightingale broke last year, they warned you not to overuse it. They advised you to listen to it sparingly. Your Majesty, I implore you. Save your pleas. Do you think I care about that now? I must have music. It eases my pain. The Chamberlain winds up the mechanical nightingale. It plays a few distorted notes and then falls silent. Chamberlain. I am so sorry, Your Majesty. Emperor. No, this is nothing more. This is nothing more than I deserve. I had a true treasure, the real nightingale, but since I cared only for outward beauty, I lost her. Now she is gone, and I will never see her again. The nightingale appears at the window and bursts into song. My friend, have you really come back? Smiles. I feel stronger already. Listening to you sing gives me the vigor of 1,000 healthy men. You shall have your place with me again. I will smash this mechanical nightingale to pieces. Nightingale. No, dear Emperor, the mechanical nightingale did its best. Keep it with you, because I do not want to live in this palace, but I will come to your window every day and sing for you. Emperor. Little friend, please forgive me, for I realize the error of my ways. The nightingale began singing again as the curtains close. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my voice acting here. I think I really popped off with the rasping Emperor. So let's continue with our annotations. So last we said rising action begins scene 2. So all of this from scene 2, scene 3, okay, is going to be rising action. Okay, now the climax of the story is the turning point. Okay, it's going to be the most intense part of the story. So I believe it's going to be he's on his deathbed. Maybe this whole scene. He's on his deathbed, and the mechanical Nightingale breaks. Where is that? I guess it's all in the same scene. So, and then the Emperor, he has a turning point. Oops. Oh my goodness. Right here. It's the climax. Because here he is realizing that he had a true treasure and she's gone and he's never going to see her again. He has changed. It's a turning point for him. Right? So he's like sick, he's dying, he breaks the mechanical Nightingale, and the turning point is him realizing that he lost a true treasure. Okay, falling action is going to be here. Nightingale returns. So falling action. And these last two lines, resolution. Okay, so falling action is the Nightingale returns. Actually, I kind of want to change. Okay, so lines 33, 34, falling action, 35 through 37, resolution. Because part of the resolution is the Nightingale not wanting to stay at the palace. Okay. You can go back to any point in this video to read a point that you missed. The last thing you'd need is point of view. So point of view, our options are first person, third person limited, third person omniscient. It's not first person because the person in the story is not the one telling the story. It's being told by a narrator, right? Which is like me. I was narrating the story to you, so I'm not in the story. So it's either third limited or third person omniscient. If it's limited, then we're limited to only certain people's point of view, so the point of view of certain characters. And if it's omniscient, then we would see the point of view and the feelings of all the characters. So we kind of see these servants talking. We do see the Emperor. Okay. Okay, we don't get the thoughts and feelings of the Nightingale or the Chamberlain. So mainly just the Emperor. This is going to be third person limited. Third POV limited. Okay. And this should help you with your graded plot map for tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day.